Hello everyone and welcome back. I am Olivia, Olivia's Romantic Home. In today's video, I am so excited to share with you guys some DIY, Dollar Tree, and budget-friendly decor crafts. So I love to share with you guys how you can make your home's boutique gorgeous on a budget, and I truly believe that y'all don't have to break the bank to have a fabulous, amazing home. Now don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's totally free. Punch the bell and click all. That will update you every single time I post a new video. And without further ado, let's go ahead and plug in those glue guns. Get out your glitter and paint, and let's get to crafting.
For the first Dollar Tree DIY, I want to create a super cute Pioneer Woman inspired little dinner plate. I'm taking a clear plastic plate. They come in a 6-pack at Dollar Tree in the party section, and then just this Pioneer Woman clip art, and I'm going to trace around the bottom of the plate. Hold your hand tight down over the plate so you can just trace around the bottom part of the plate, and then you're going to take your scissors and just cut your little piece of clip art out. And I will post some of the images for the clip art and a link down below. Okay, so once you have that cut out, you can go ahead and take your Mod Podge. I have been using the dishwasher safe Mod Podge, and I'm just going to take this Mod Podge and I'm going to add a nice healthy layer on the bottom of my little plastic dinner plate. Now if you want to use a real glass plate, that is great as well. And I'm going to go ahead and lay my image down on the base of the plastic dinner plate. Now you guys get creative with this and use whatever napkins or clip art that you have in your stash. So you don't have to do Pioneer Woman inspired. You can really do any print. Okay, so once I have that finished, I'm going to go ahead and take some Waverly white chalk paint, and I'm just going to add chalk paint all the way around the base of my plate. Now, you do not want to eat any food off of a plate that you've added Mod Podge to. Mod Podge is not food safe, but this is the perfect project if you want some really cute, inexpensive home decor, and you're like me, you're always changing your decor style around, and so I'm really crushing on Pioneer Woman right now. My husband put my dining room shelf back up, and I wanted some beautiful plates without spending any money. So I already had everything on hand. I just had to print out the clip art. And if you don't have a colored printer, you could always send some clip art to a Walgreens or a Walmart to have it printed there. Also, Pioneer Woman makes contact paper, so you guys could always use contact paper from Pioneer Woman. You can pick that up at Walmart. So here is how it turned out. Oh my goodness, these are so adorable. I also rimmed the edge of the plate with a little bit of blue paint. It was just some apple barrel craft paint that I found at Walmart. But you guys can get so creative with this project and have fun and customize it to make your own. For the next Dollar Tree DIY, I want to take a Dollar Tree pizza pan and some of my mint green Rust-Oleum spray paint, and I'm just going to go ahead and spray the entire pizza pan. Once that has dried, I'm going to go ahead and take this really pretty clip art and I'm going to cut it out, and again, customize it to suit your fancy. This is a very similar Pioneer Woman pattern to one of the dishes that I already have in my collection, but I wanted to make a bigger platter style to put on my dining room shelf. So I went ahead and cut that out, and again, then using some of my dishwasher safe Mod Podge, and you probably are seeing me scoop it from the front of my little workboard here. I had spilt it everywhere, and I will not let some good Mod Podge go to waste. Comment and let me know if you're here for it and if you constantly have little mini craft disasters. So just have to have some real life happening here. Okay, so once I have the entire large flower covered with Mod Podge, I'm going to very carefully go ahead and put it onto my large platter or painted pizza pan, whatever you want to call it. Then I'm going to go ahead and take another layer of Mod Podge, and I'm going to add that to the top of this. Now, I just printed my clip art on regular paper. It did bleed a little bit when I was adding the Mod Podge, but you can just take some paper towels to kind of correct that, and it ended up looking so cute and is so perfect mixed in with all of my goodies here. For the next Dollar Tree DIY, I'm going to create a super adorable little cutting board. I'm going to take this red Dollar Tree cutting board and I'm going to place it on top of the Dollar Tree wooden contact paper. Again, I want to do a really cute Pioneer Woman inspired cutting board. And then once I have that outline traced out, I'm going to go ahead and just cut it out. Now, this is a super fun decor piece. You're not going to want to use this for cutting anything. And I'm going to share with you guys towards the end of the video how I ended up using this in my decor. It's so fun and fabulous. Now I'm going to go ahead and take the contact paper and very carefully lay that on top of the little plastic cutting board. The contact paper is very forgiving, so don't be afraid of it. I've had some people contact or comment and let me know that it makes them nervous, but just keep going for it. Now I'm going to use this really cute little biscuits and gravy. I love you like biscuits and gravy, a little clip art piece that I printed out, and I'm going to go ahead and cut it out to kind of fit the front of my little cutting board. And then once I have that done, I'm just going to go ahead and put some Mod Podge on the back of the little spot here, and then I'm going to Mod Podge that really well onto the cutting board. The next thing I'm going to do is go ahead and take some clip art from another little project and cut that out and add the little flowers to the bottom of it. If you've seen her beautiful cutting boards, she has really pretty little flowers that go along the bottom of her cutting boards, and so I thought that would be perfect. And you can kind of notice my family in and out of the house as I'm working. They keep me company and also cheer me on, which is kind of a good thing. So once I had that finished, I'm just going to go ahead and add it into a really, really beautiful wreath I'm going to share with you guys very soon. For the next DIY, I want to repurpose and reuse this tin can. It was from some pineapple that we had eaten last night for dinner. And then again, I'm going to go ahead and take some of this clip art from another project, and I'm just going to wrap it around the tin can, and it actually fit perfectly to repurpose and reuse this clip art. So I'm just going to draw around the bottom part of the tin can to make sure the measurements are correct. And lo and behold, I was so excited to be able to use this whole clip art and not have to print out anymore. Again, I'll leave some clip art for you guys posted on my Facebook page, and I'll try to do a link on my blog. So anyway, and if you guys just want to Google Pioneer Woman clip art, you can find it that way as well. So once I have the measurements figured out, I'm just going to go ahead and trim that down. And then this is such an easy, fun little craft. I'm going to take some Mod Podge again, and I'm just going to go ahead and Mod Podge the pretty clip art around the can. Super easy peasy, and you guys can just create this and customize it to suit your fancy. You can use any tissue paper, napkin, or pretty clip art. I also added another layer to the outside of my pretty can, and I ended up using this as a flower vase. And how gorgeous is this? Nobody would know that it was a tin can. So beautiful. And I even might add some pretty lace trim to the outside of it. I really love repurposing and reusing and customizing goodies that you might already have in your home. Just take new eyes when you look at objects and go for it. So for the next DIY, I'm actually going to take these coffee mugs and this spray paint. Again, this is in the Modern Mint. You all have been loving this, and I'm loving it as well. I actually barely had enough to do these 2 cups, and I'm just going to go ahead and spray paint these 2 cups really quickly and just give it a nice good layer. I really only had to use 1 layer, but probably if I had a little bit more time, I may go back in and use 2 layers. But again, this is only for display. I'm not going to be drinking out of these. Do not drink out of items that you have spray painted or Mod Podged. Neither one of those are food safe. For the next step of this DIY, I'm going to use this pretty Mackenzie Childs napkin. I order my napkins for my DIY projects off of the Mackenzie Childs website, and these are some really pretty napkins. They have this beautiful spring summer floral bloom on it, and so I just cut the napkin out, and it's about a cocktail size, but again, use whatever beautiful napkins that you have on hand. And then I did go ahead and peel off the outer layer of the napkin. There's 2 layers. Sometimes I'll do that and sometimes I won't. It depends on how fragile the napkin is. Then I'm just going to take some of my Mod Podge and I'm going to Mod Podge around the little cup and then add my napkin. This is easy peasy lemon squeezy and such a fun and fabulous way to doll up some cups. These cups were actually headed for the thrift store. I went and dug them out of Mr. Romantic's car so I could play with them and doll them up and make them beautiful for my little display. Now that I have my Mod Podge added to the under layer of the napkin, I'm just going to go ahead and add another layer on the outer layer part. And you do want to let it dry, but just for DIY purposes and getting this video out to you guys, I went ahead and did it very quickly. Sometimes if you do that though, it will pull some of your napkin off. So give it a chance to dry, take your time, and then add that next layer of Mod Podge to the outer layer. So lately I have been mixing the Mackenzie Childs and Pioneer Woman goodies together. Comment and let me know what you think. They do a lot of florals, and then I love the accent of the black and white checkered. I just think it looks so cute and so adorable, and I would love to go visit the Pioneer Woman mercantile one day. So for the next DIY, I'm going to use some of these fabric transfer sheets from Walmart, and I'm going to create a cute little Pioneer Woman tank top for myself. I wanted to create something really cute to wear for this video and also share with you guys. So I just went ahead and printed that clip art out on the transfer sheet, and this is just an iron-on transfer. These are super easy. Don't forget though to reverse your image. So I forgot to do that, but you want to mirror your image. So when you're printing it, you want all the lettering to be backward. So when you lay it down on your shirt and iron it on, it will read the correct way. I always forget to do that and end up messing up. So anyway, go ahead and take your iron, and you want to iron really kind of with a firm hand onto your shirt. And you want to also make sure that's on a cotton setting. And this is just a tank top from Walmart. These are so fun to make and fabulous and great to customize for any decor style or any theme that you're going for. Just have fun with it and go for it. Once you have your transfer iron on, you do want to let it wait for about 10 to 30 seconds to where it kind of cools off just a little bit, and then you can just peel it off and you have a brand new shirt. And this is so fun and fabulous and a great way to customize your outfit to your craft project or your day or for your kiddos or grandkids. For the next Dollar Tree DIY, I want to take one of these Dollar Tree clear plastic plates. They come in an 8-pack, and I'm just going to measure around the base of the plate. There's a really small little edge on it, but I want to measure it to fit the bottom of my plate. Once I have it measured to suit the size of my plate, I'm just going to go ahead and cut it out. And this is such a fun and easy craft. Again, we're going to take this and we're going to create a little mini Pioneer Woman plate. So I'm just going to use my dishwasher safe Mod Podge, and I'm going to Mod Podge it to the bottom of the plate on the bottom side, so on the opposite side. And you want to dab off any bit of Mod Podge, and then I'm going to go ahead and take this really pretty, I want to say it's like a Pioneer Woman blue. I'll try to look at the bottle to see the color, but it's just some apple barrel craft paint. You get it in Walmart in the craft section, and I'm just going to add some blue edging around the plate. This kind of pretty aqua blue is kind of what she's known for. So I do love this, and it goes perfectly in with a lot of my dishes, but you're going to have to stay tuned and see how I actually use this plate. And I did add 2 layers of paint and another layer of Mod Podge on top of that. For the next DIY, I want to make a big fluffy bow, and so I'm just going to take this wired ribbon and I'm going to measure it out about 14 inches long. I'm then going to take it and loop it over on itself 6 times to where there's 3 loops on each side. You can make a smaller bow where you're just doing it 2 loops on each side, but this is going to be for a large fluffy wreath. And then I'm going to find the center of this and then just take my scissors and add tiny little notches to the center of the bow. This is what I call the Olivia bow. This is just a name really for the reference point of what kind of bow we're making. I will leave a big bow video down below for you. Now I'm taking some of this Dollar Tree wired ribbon and I'm going to do a 12-inch long loop. You just loop it over on itself several times. I believe I did 4 to 6 on this one. Notch it in the center, and the little notches in the center are for the pipe cleaner to grab onto, so when you fluff your bow, the loops do not pull out. Now I'm going to use some of this pretty ribbon I ordered off of Amazon. This is just some red check ribbon, and I'm going to go ahead and do a 10-inch long loop. So I'm just going to loop it over on itself again and just continue to do this. You're going to find your center and you're going to add the little notches to the center of this. And again, this is super easy. You guys, be very patient with yourself. And the secret to the bow really is the fluffing. So you're just going to find your center here and cut the little notches and set it aside. You can take the pipe cleaner and go ahead and loop those together, but I'm just going to set them aside for now because I'm doing so many different layers. Now I'm using this pretty floral ribbon from Michaels, and you might think that this is quite the odd combination of ribbons, but this is very inspired Pioneer Woman, and she uses a lot of reds and aquas, florals, and to kind of give it a little bit of a Memorial Day, 4th of July patriotic feel, I do want to add in the reds and blues, and it's also going to complement my new beautiful Help Wanted kitchen sign that I added to my dining room. So again, just continue to loop it over on itself, and you're just going to go 2 inches from the start. So you go 14, 12, 10, 8, 6, and just continue to get smaller as you go along. And I'm kind of just eyeballing it. If you want to be really precise, you can use one of these measuring mats. And I did get the measuring mat at Walmart. I hope that helps. So I'm going to take some pipe cleaner, and I'm just going to pipe cleaner this whole thing together. Be patient with yourself. You can now begin to just pull your loops out to fluffy up your bow. Now, I will tell you that I pull my loops out somewhat, but when I attach it to my wreath is when I really start the fluffing process. So don't get discouraged if it doesn't look quite like you want it. Go ahead and add it to your project, and then that will give you something to fluff against, if that makes sense. But you can go ahead and do like a first fluffing before you add it to your project and just really fluff those loops out really well. So this was the wreath that I shared with you guys in my home cottage tour. It was actually my Easter wreath, and for repurposing purposes, I'm just going to take the Easter bow off and some of the Easter goodies, and I'm going to revamp this wreath. Comment and let me know if you guys do this. I'm adding my bow with a pipe cleaner, and then I'm just going to go ahead and really fluffy out those loops. Again, really pull and fluff. And I even like to finish my wreath off by hanging it up and taking a couple steps back and then doing that several times, because I feel like a project looks a little bit different when it's hanging. But go ahead and find all of those loops. Now this bow was a little out of control. You could probably use a little bit less ribbon, but you guys know me. I love big bows, and I cannot lie. I am a big bow lady. That's just how I am. I'm a 90s girl straight through and through. So I love to go over the top in my decor. You guys can always customize this to fit your style and what you love. Now I'm adding in some of my red Dollar Tree roses, and these are pretty much all dollar store or Walmart or Dollar Tree florals. The tulips I did actually get at Michael's, but I'm going to leave the spring florals in and then just add some pops of summer. So think about that and get creative. And you're probably wondering, thinking I've lost my mind adding so many different color combinations, but I promise you at the end it's really going to pop and just really be vibrant and happy and just scream summer, which I'm so ready for. Some sunshine. We have had so much rain lately. Comment and let me know how your weather is right now. I'd love to hear. And I'm also adding in some hot pink tulips to offset and bring in those deeper tones. The other thing I'd like to do is dovetail the ends of my ribbon. So you just take your ribbon and cut a little triangle in the bottom of it, and that's going to give you a really nice boutique finish. Now here was the surprise I've been telling you guys about, is I wanted to add in my little faux cutting board to my wreath. I thought that would be so adorable and so cute, and since it's in the dining room kitchen area, it would just be so perfect and fun. So I did just use a pipe cleaner and add it to the top part of my wreath. And here is how my fun and fabulous wreath turned out. If you guys can see, there's that smaller plate that we DIY'd earlier with the little butterflies, and then I added in the cute little cutting board and loads of ribbons and happy summer flowers to just give it that over the top pop that I absolutely love. Comment and let me know what you all think about this. And also, as always, I love to hear what was your favorite DIY in this video. So last but not least, I do have to share this really cute little DIY. Okay, I'm taking another one of those mugs, and I'm going to take this Mackenzie Childs napkin. Again, they sold out on Amazon when we did these DIY projects, so I'm sharing with you guys. I am ordering my Mackenzie Childs napkins through the Mackenzie Childs website. They're actually the same price that you would find on Amazon, so no worries there. And I'm just going to go ahead and take and cut the napkin out, and it's going to suit the size of the cup. And I do want to use the gold trim at the top. This project is super easy. Again, we're going to use our Mod Podge. I guess I was on like a total Mod Podge kick today, so forgive me for using lots of Mod Podge, but I just love it. I think it's such a fun way to repurpose and reuse things quickly. I like to have my crafts done quickly and move on and do some more fun crafting. So I'm just going to add the outer layer of the napkin, and I will tell you I probably should have separated the napkin from the inner layer of the napkin. It did end up getting a little bit tiny lumpy, but sometimes I do have a hard time working with that thinner layer of napkin. So I'm just going to go ahead and smooth it out and then work my way around the cup. So adding more Mod Podge as I go along. The next step is you'll want to go ahead and add a layer of Mod Podge to the outer part of your mug, and easy peasy. Do try to let it dry in between coats though. I get impatient, and I'm also trying to get these projects out and done for you guys, but here is how it is looking. Now, Mackenzie Childs is really expensive, so if you want something on the budget, just grab a thrift store mug or an old coffee mug that you're not using anymore, and voila, there you have it. Look at these fabulous mugs. Nobody would know that they were headed to a new home, not with me, but now they're safe here. So always comment and let me know what was your favorite DIY in this video, and also what will you all be recreating. Now, the secret question for this video is, what is your favorite summer color? Is it yellow, aqua blue? Do you have a color combination that you decorate with for summer? I feel like sometimes summer is just that in between holiday. Are you all decorating for patriotic 4th of July? Would you like to see some of those DIYs, or are you going coastal? Let me know what you guys are up to.
So thank you all so much for joining me on another fun and fabulous crafty decor adventure. It is a true blessing and honor to have you all here. If you all are new, welcome. I'm Olivia with Olivia's Romantic Home. I love to share with you guys how you can make your home's boutique gorgeous on a budget, and I truly believe that you don't have to break the bank to have a fabulous, amazing home. Now, for everybody that comes back and loves on me, and thank you all so much. I'm a DIY crafty mama. This is my 5th season on YouTube, and I'm a one-woman show, so it's me, you, and this camera, and all the love and support and kind comments truly mean the world. Now, I'm wishing you a gorgeous, fabulous, blessed day. No matter where you're at, get up, show up, and do your best, okay? Everybody's going through something, so I just want to encourage you guys. I love y'all. I'm hugging all of your hearts so tight. Until our next video, remember, be kind to yourselves and be kind to one another. Talk to you guys very soon. Bye.